Lingportal Online School presents 51 Common English Idioms Everyone Should Know. English idioms are an important part of contemporary English language, so you'll need to familiarize yourself with the meaning and usage of each idiom. It seems difficult, but learning idioms is fun when you compare them to idioms of your own language. The following idioms are common in everyday conversation. Let's go. A piece of cake. That means something that is very easy to do. This is an example. The role of Cleopatra is a piece of cake for her. Ins and outs of something. This is to say, all the exact details of a complicated problem, situation, etc. Here is an example. Frankly speaking, I don't know all the ins and outs of the matter. Under the weather. This means to be ill or feel ill, usually used to let people know about the sickness. This is an example. No, it's nothing serious. I just feel under the weather today. Stick to something, which means to do something that you promised or decided you would do, even if it is difficult. This is an example of how it is used. I really want to lose some weight, so I'm determined to stick to this diet. Wax euphoric, about. This is to mean to become very enthusiastic about something. Let's see an example. She waxed euphoric about a new job. Give 100%. That means to do something with maximum effort or energy. Here is an example. Always give 100% in everything you do. Out of the blue. This is an example of its usage. If something happens out of the blue, meaning it is completely unexpected. Alex has come right out of the blue. Take a shortcut. Meaning a quick and more direct route than the usual one. See this example. We would have been late if we hadn't taken a shortcut across the forest. Fly off the handle. That means to suddenly become very angry about something that doesn't seem very important. Following is an example. It isn't really a problem, so try to stay calm and don't fly off the handle like last time. The penny drops, or dropped. Used to say that someone finally understands something. See this example. It took an hour to explain it to him, but eventually the penny dropped. Look or feel washed out. This means to feel weak and looking unhealthy because you are very tired. An example is, what's the matter with you? You look really washed out. Be all fingers and thumbs. Meaning to use your hand in awkward or careless way, so you drop or break something. Here is an example. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am all fingers and thumbs today. Have butterflies in your stomach. This means to feel very nervous before doing something. Example. I always get butterflies in my stomach before an exam. Keep a straight face. This one means to look seriously even when you want to laugh or smile. Here is an example. It was very difficult to keep a straight face. Pull somebody's leg. That means to try to make somebody to believe something that isn't true. An example of this. Is that true, or you're pulling my leg? Break a leg. Used for wishing someone good luck, especially before a performance. See this example. Oh, you have an exam tomorrow. Break a leg. Put your foot in it. This is to say something that embarrasses or upsets someone. Example. It seems I really put my foot in it when I asked about her family. Turn your nose up at something. Meaning to refuse something because you don't believe it is good enough for you. Check this example. He was proposed a perfectly good job, but he turned his nose up at it. Near the knuckle. Meaning rude or likely to give offense. This is how it is used. Many of John's jokes are near the knuckle. Dream your life away. That means to waste your life by thinking about what might happen. Here is an example. She just sat in her chair dreaming her life away. Be in the hot seat. Meaning to be the center of attention in a difficult or stressful situation, particularly answering questions. Here is an example. The minister was in the hot seat at today's news conference. Take on board. Meaning to listen and accept suggestions and ideas, etc. Here is an example. The managing director refuses to take any of our suggestions on board. Keep yourself to yourself. That means to live quiet and not involve yourself with other people. See an example. We don't know our neighbors, they keep themselves to themselves. Have a quiet word. Which means to talk to someone in private about something they are doing wrong. This is how it is used. I think we should have a quiet word about your lateness. Pet hate. Meaning something that annoys you a lot. Old TV shows are my pet hate. Down the line. This is used for at some point in the future. Here is an example. In a few weeks down the line you'll see the result. Hit the sack. Meaning to go to bed in order to sleep. I've got a busy day, so it's time to hit the sack. Spill the beans. To tell people secret information. An example. Who spilled the beans about my future plans? Sit on the fence. This is to say, to be undecided, or to delay making decision. You can't sit on the fence any longer. You have to decide whose side you're on. Come rain or shine. That is used to say, no matter whatever happens. Here is this example. Come rain or shine, I'll see you tomorrow. See eye to eye. If two people see eye to eye, meaning they agree with each other. Here is how it is used. My colleagues don't see eye to eye with me about the project. As right is rain. Meaning to feel healthy or well. It's actually a positive comment. You'll soon be as right as rain. Beat around the bush. To avoid talking about what is important. Example. Let's be frank and don't beat around the bush. Miss the boat. That is to mean to lose an opportunity or miss a chance to do something by being slow to act. See this example. I forgot to renew my subscription. Now I've missed the boat. The ball is in your court. That is to say, it's time for someone to deal with a problem or to make decision. The ball is in your court to move your career to the next level. Through thick and thin. To support or stay with someone through good and bad times. My brother has supported me through thick and thin. Once in a blue moon. Meaning not very often, rarely. We go out to eat once in a blue moon. Barking up the wrong tree. This means trying to do something in a way that will not work. See this example. If you are looking for success in this plan, you're barking up the wrong tree. Take it with a pinch of salt. To not believe that it is completely accurate or true. An example is, most of what he says should be taken with a pinch of salt. You can say that again. Used to show that you completely agree with a statement. Here is this example. It's hot today. You can say it again. A blessing in disguise. This is used when something that seems unlucky or bad at first, but later you realize that it is good or lucky. Idiom refers to finding a positive outlook on a bad situation. Did you lose your job? You never know, it could be a blessing in disguise. To add insult to injury. To act in the way that make a bad situation worse for someone. Example here. The bank not only refused to give me a loan, but to add insult to injury, they charged me for a consultation. Know the ropes. This is to say, to have thorough understanding or know how to do a job or activity. This is used in this example. After 3 years at this job, I think I finally know the ropes. Cost an arm and a leg. This is to indicate that it is to be extremely expensive. I'd love to buy Aston Martin car, but they cost an arm and a leg. Chalk and cheese. To be completely different from each other. Here is an example of usage. The two sisters are as different as chalk and cheese. Like clockwork. Very regularly, or at exactly the planned times. At 7:30 every morning, like a clockwork, the bakery opens its door. Bite off more than you can chew. That is to say, to try to do something that is too difficult for you. Don't be afraid to bite off more than you can chew. Take big risk. Cut corners. Meaning, to do something in the easiest, cheapest, or fastest way. Take your time, follow the instructions and don't cut corners. Be in the red. This is to say, to be in debt or generally spend more money than is being earned. I am afraid I'll be in the red this month. Let sleeping dogs lie. This is to mean, to not make the situation worse, to leave it as it is. This is an example. We decided to let sleeping dogs lie and not to bring up our concerns. To be one's cup of tea. This is to show something that someone likes, prefers or is good at. Positive statement. As in this example. I don't like jazz, hard rock is my cup of tea. Not be one's cup of tea. Type of things that someone doesn't like, prefer or good at. Negative statement. Here is how it is used. Skating isn't really my cup of tea. Did you catch the meaning? I hope you did. Stay with us and enjoy your English learning.